Y'all you bring out me. That's why I'm here, and I want to be able to do it in the world. And so that's my goal, and I think y'all will help me be able to do that. This morning for evaluations, we've heard from Scott, and now we need to hear from Anthony, who's going to evaluate Scott. Like I said this morning, we're going to break away, clear our vision, and as Anthony speaks, we need to pay attention to what he's suggesting for Scott, and of course we need to look at ourselves when he's speaking. Thank you.
Thank you, fellow Toastmasters. It is a pleasure and an honor not only to give another evaluation, but also to have another mentee. I've had a few folks under my wing, as I remember being under someone else's wing, and Scott is yet one another of them, to be able to see his icebreaker and give his first evaluation. Thank you for being clear, for not obfuscating, I'll just get that out of the way, any of your speech. The thing I think that was most impressive is his greatest concern when we had our first mentor-mentee meeting was that, you know, in work, when he's talking major engineering things and whiteboards and other guys, you can talk all you want. But when you say, what do you do for a living at a party? You know, do you like brick up like an Android phone? You know. I like that one. Da-dum-bunch. So he obviously felt very comfortable with us. I saw your hands were shaking a little bit, which was fine. But that overarching, that icebreaker, that breaking through that wall, he's achieved, I think, with flying colors. Your use of notes was very good. They were minimal. I've seen people, you know, shaking at the podium just reading their notes, and I've seen people using an outline and being really confident. And just once, I recently saw a guy give an icebreaker totally off the cuff, and I was like, that was crazy. No one's ever done that. So very good in terms of using your notes in a minimal way. You were clear and audible, so I like the fact that we all could hear you. Did not need to be amplified much, but that is the one point, I think, if anything, because you only want to give, you know, 1-2 points, not overwhelm someone with a lot of feedback. You have a good voice, and just to command it, to just punch it up a notch, just to be able to not need to have a microphone. And the general rule is when you think you're starting to shout, that's when you're just at the sweet spot, because everyone in the room should be able to hear you. Your goal, to have a decent speech outline. You had an opening, a body, and a conclusion. I would have just maybe thought of having a slight wrap up with it to show how those various aspects of your life either shaped you to be the man that you are, or are encouraging you to be the man you want to be, or helping you, why are you in this club, that this is going to help you, blah, 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 with those 3 different things that were in there. So the body was very good. Having your background as an engineer, giving presentations, you have that skill already. Now you're just focusing it in towards the various topics you're going to create for your multiple future speeches. And the ultimate goal, to get us to get to know you better, I think we definitely met that. You know, father, husband, how you all met. I was particularly intrigued by the opposites attract story. He is the opposite of my wife and I. I'm the extrovert, my wife's the introvert, so we resonated with that. So it was very good to hear that. Looking forward to seeing the next 9 speeches. Thank you very much, Madam Evaluator.